Alrighty, YouTube. Hello. I haven't made a video in a while. Last time I made a video was somewhere here, the top of the March here, when we were talking about the Fed and how we were going to make another leg higher. And I explained how I wanted to see the market make a very specific uptrend before we topped, and we still have not had it. I said I was going to make another video once we get a little bit closer, and we are getting there. We are getting there. We talked about the last time in the last video right around here that we expect something to happen with the Fed where we probably spike higher, or we spike higher and then pull back and then go higher. That's exactly what we did. The DMIs were touching. We got the kickback. We did get the kickback. I didn't think we would get that kickback. There was something weird. I saw some video about, some guy talked about when there's a specific set of data, it creates this weird sell-off in the market. I didn't really know what he was talking about, but it ended up creating that sell-off I wasn't too much of a fan of. But we got this kickback we were expecting, and we ended up coming back up, and it blew through. We got the rally. This has been just a whole bunch of nonsense. Quite honestly, this has been a whole bunch of nonsense. But a lot of cute things have happened in all of this. There have been some algo shifts that are going to make the market bearish after the end of June. I highly believe, as of right now, it's not 100%. I know people say that you can't have 100% guarantee in the stock market. Well, for the most part, you can. And there are very, very only specific cases that there can be. And there's not many people who know about it. I haven't seen, heard, read anybody who knows about this. So I'm not going to get into that. But as of right now, I'm going to just talk about the probabilities of what could or could not happen. As of right now, we have the Fed tomorrow. I expect there to be a sharp sell-off tomorrow, and then we go higher. If we go higher, what you would expect to see is some sort of a sharp sell-off, and then we go higher. The sharp sell-off, in my opinion, would come at 2 p.m. when they do the Fed. And then when he talks at 2:30, I think it reverses back up. So we get a sharp sell-off, everyone gets scared. We retest previous all-time highs somewhere here, maybe this uptrend that we have that we keep hitting. Something like that, drop 1%, something like that. And then we go higher. If we pop up, if we spike first and then start selling off, that's actually more ugly. If that's what happens, this would end up going down into the zero line. You see how we're kind of going perfectly sideways here in the MACD? Something's got to give. Something's got to give on this MACD. It's either got to go up or it's got to go down. If you're going to go lower, you get the spike up and then the drop. If you're going to go higher, you'd want to see a spike down and then the move higher. We tried crossing it once. We tried crossing it twice right here with the CPI. And now we're coming into it a third time with the Fed. Haha. I do think that we bounce up on here, get a high volume day, and we have some sort of uptrend. What ends up happening is after June 21st, June 22nd, historically, there is data that suggests that we sell off the week after or the week of the summer solstice. So I expect this to rally into the end of the week. This is what I want to see. If we rally into the end of the week, we will have some sort of a sell-off going into next week. I don't know how much it would be, 1%, 2%. I honestly don't know. But just expect some sort of volatility next week, and then it sets up for a rally going into the 4th of July. Maybe it sells off because it wants the rally into the 4th of July. That's usually how it goes with holidays. That's usually, you see the sell-off the week before so you could rally into the holidays. So that's what we want to see. There's many reasons why this should happen. We should get this last rally. The top, in my opinion, will happen in July. And what we want to see with this top is a VIX swell. A VIX swell, I didn't know the name of it this year. I found out the name of it. I just knew what it was, is when the VIX trails up, kind of like this, while the market goes up as well. That's what I want to see. The last 2 times it happened was right here, and the market went a little sideways. The last time it happened in a big way was here in August of last year, except it moved in a very unique, weird way where it wasn't showing that it would be the top of the market. It doesn't normally move like this, and the market moved like that at the top of a market of a major drop, and it only corrected 10%. So it wasn't exactly the move that I was looking for. This, I'm looking for a very specific kind of move, and I will make the video the closer we get to it. We're not there yet. We're just not there yet. Same thing with UVXY. Historically, this is what you'd want to see on a daily MACD, is that UVXY trails positively, kind of like this, while it goes lower. Trails positively in the negative MACD land, and it goes lower while the S&P goes higher. And this is what we want to see in the next coming weeks. We want to see the whole market rally. We want to see SPY at least 435. That's what we want to see. SPY 435. Once it hits 435, you really want to put your hedges on. You can put them out to September. I'm not quite sure how long this correction is going to be. I honestly think it's going to be a flash crash, a very quick one, somewhere around 12%. We want to start getting back to this 380 level, 380 to 395. And then we're going to go higher into the end of the year, October, November-ish. Back to UVXY, we want to see this. But this is, see how there's a big space between the two? Usually you want to see it tighter as it goes higher. Tight, 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 tight. Maybe a little chop here, but you want to see it trail positively as this goes slightly negative, like that. And the S&P, you want to see go up very strongly. Very, very, very specific patterns, and this is now set up to do it. This is now set up to do it. So you could either buy maybe an August put or August call on the VIX, however you want to hedge, however you want to hedge. Just be aware that market correction is very, very imminent. Putting a hedge on now is prudent. There's no reason not to. The risk to the downside is way more than the reward to the upside right now. Or you could be greedy and try to get the last ounce of movement in the market and, you know, soak it up for all it's worth. Check. Okay. So that's that. We want to see like one more rally here. Chop, chop, chop. July happens. You get the new quarterly candle. There's a lot of green candles in a row. Okay. Next, I want to go over the AMC craze. What I think is going to happen is what I think will happen is the market will correct in July, and the meme mania and the momentum trade mania is going to stop. If the meme stocks explode June and July, and by explode I mean GameStop all-time highs, AMC 100, BlackBerry 30 plus, something like that, you'll know it's the meme mania when everything explodes higher. And I'll make more videos as the time comes. If it explodes, the momentum trade, meme train, will be over for at least 6 months. And by that I mean you will not find a bottom for at least 6 months. And there will be a huge rotation into the boomer stocks. You're talking financials, the industrials, energy stocks, silver. Like there's going to be a lot of rotation that we're going to have to do, that we're going to be looking for. The meme trade and the momentum trade will be dead for a while. I personally think this whole environment for the next year or two is a topping of a market like 1999. And I think that the meme trade and momentum trade are going to pull back for about a year before they make their final run up, which will be then, in my opinion, like the mother of all short squeezes. I think they need a very big break. They need a breather. There needs to be a rotation. It's impossible to have stocks go up like this over and over and over again. All the new people in the market, you guys need to literally realize this is not normal. This is why the boomers on CNBC are freaking out all day, every day. This is not normal. This is not how stocks move. This is not how stocks ever move. This is not possible to continuously do this. It's unsustainable. That's what it is. It's unsustainable. And to me, everything is kind of coming to a head here where the momentum play could be topping here in the next 30 days, as well as the market to be topping. So it all kind of coincides almost perfectly. So if these stocks explode, you really, really want to be taking profit. I promise you. I promise you, you want to be taking profit here. And you're going to have to switch out to boomer stocks. And then you can go back into these stocks after they pull back, consolidate for a long time. So it won't find the bottom for a long time, but it'll be a huge trading vehicle. Huge swings. Volatility is going to come back in the market. You'll have 25 to 35 on the VIX again, popping all over the place. These stocks are going to be going up and down 5 points a day. Great trading vehicles, very bad for just holding day-to-day vehicles. So just be aware of it, guys. This is not a joke. This is not oh, you're just a boomer. This is literally a very good and high possibility that's going on right now. AMC today, very, very, very bad. How it broke the high here and it needed to explode and it just kind of fizzled out. It should have broken this and literally went straight above 72 and it just kind of fizzled out. As you can see here on the MACD, it went from positive divergence to negative divergence to close the day. So you can see how this exploded up here on that, came down, and now it's flattening out. We don't know the next move. We don't know the next move. It's right smack in the middle of its momentum. Honestly, anything can really happen here. Same thing for all the meme stocks. I think all the meme stocks are preparing their move. So this is why everybody is moving a little bit differently. AMC is going up, BlackBerry is slightly going down, GameStop's going slightly down. Clove is moving, Wish is moving all differently. So everybody's kind of setting themselves up, so to speak. What's not so good here, because since it failed, now the probability increases that it wants to come back and retest the gap. Okay, so tomorrow is a big day opening in the morning. You want to see this gap up. You really, really, really want to see AMC gap up. If it doesn't gap up, I think it's a high probability it fills the 50 gap, and you really don't want to see it fill the 34 gap, which was the previous all-time highs. And depending how it moves, it will determine where they top at, what price they top at, and what day, what week, what month they kind of top at. Really high here, getting 90 on the weekly RSI here, a little flattening here. See, all the momentum is kind of right there in the middle. We don't really know how this is going to play out. Top, rolled over, flattened. Now it's starting to go up. We don't know where this momentum is kind of going. Although I do know, what I do know is that these meme stocks are not done. They are not done. No matter what happens, no matter how long this takes, whether they, drop with the market crash and they come back down to 10, BlackBerry comes back down to 10, whatever, there needs to be another major spike in the meme stocks. Even if it takes a year. GameStop's going through all-time highs. AMC is going back above 72. They will break that again, eventually, but we just don't know exactly when. I think BlackBerry is extremely bullish. I just think BlackBerry is extremely bullish. This had a short-term top right here on the highest volume day in history, and it started diverging negatively ever since. It's been having bullish consolidation ever since. We got the gap here at 11.5, and I am looking up. I am looking up for this stock. I personally think that it's going to break 30 again and explode through it. I just don't know if it's going to happen here in July, but if it does, it will be the top for the meme stocks for a while. If these meme stocks, for whatever reason, BlackBerry comes back down to 10, fills the gap, starts bouncing around here, right? Or if AMC comes back down to previous all-time highs at 34 and starts bouncing around, chop, chop, chop. They will make another leg higher. They will make another leg higher. This is not the end for them. Same thing with GameStop. GameStop has to break its all-time highs. It has to break its all-time highs. It's not going to end its massive rally, its insane euphoria, this entire event without its breaking its all-time highs again. I am hoping it's here. I am hoping it's within the next 30 days. Because I want to get out of these meme stocks and I want to, I'm not so much in it. I'm in a few of them with not that much capital, but I just want to get it over with so that we could see the rotation and then we could just sit in our positions and not have to worry about it so much. GameStop, it looked like it double topped, triple topped here. But this looked bullish. This looked bullish. This, in my opinion, looks like a fake breakdown. A fake breakdown. It came back down, filled its gap. There's heavy support at 163, the weekly middle Bollinger in the 160s. It broke the resistance here at 180, 190. It filled the gap here. Now, it filled the gap here, bounced, filled the gap here, bounced, filled the gap again today, and bounced, and had this wicked whoop whoop move today. And from that moment, it started diverging positively. So it had this triple fill the gap. And from that moment on the 5-minute MACD, price goes lower because the MACD is so low. Spiked up, started diverging sideways. You could see the coil here. The amount of momentum is in the stock. Had one last sell-off and then diverged positively the whole day. And this is a typical reversal pattern that you would see. It activates, it starts diverging positively, and then has one last flush out before it can come back up because the momentum is just so strong. So it's very important what happens tomorrow, and it literally will dictate with pretty good certainty where it's going from here on out. We had the DMIs come into touch. I assume that this is going to get rejected once the negative DMI touches the positive. So there's a lot going on with the meme stocks, but you want to get out of these if they pop up within the next 30 days, as well as the S&P. If it goes above 435, 440, you want to short the market for July, August correction. And that's that. So I really want to see BlackBerry gap up tomorrow. I really, really, really do. It filled its gap here, bounced off of it, has now coiled against it twice now. It released good news today with a patent. They got granted a patent here. The MACD started diverging positively with no ADX, no DMIs. We really want to see this gap up tomorrow, specifically above today's high. Fill the gap and then go up. Like, that's what we want to see. We want to see it react with this to the upside. And that's that. Just be aware of what's going to go on. You could join my stream if you guys don't follow it at all. Just stay there day by day if you want to see like a day by day play, because I won't do a day by day on YouTube for the meme stocks. Just the market. When I see what's happening, I will call out the VIX swell when it happens, when the VIX starts trailing positively, when the market starts going up. And I will actually show you how a VIX swell behaves and why it's behaving like that. Yeah. So look for the Fed day today, some sort of sell-off, and then rally with it. Yeah. And couple of weeks. First week of July, second week of July, I would expect the top. That's where my guess is right now. Any questions, you could ask in the comments or come to my stream. Other than that, I'll keep making videos, okay? Thank you very much. Have a great night, everybody.